We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Fans, welcome to Northrop High School as we get ready. We're about just under 5 minutes away from tip-off here in Game 2 of the final SAC doubleheader as the host Bruins get ready to host the #1 team in the state of Indiana, the Homestead Spartans. And let's go ahead and talk about those Spartans. You can't get much better than 16-0. And that's what that's the record the Spartans bring into this contest under Coach Chris Johnson in his 22nd year at Homestead. And they are coming off of what is, without a doubt, their biggest victory of the season when they traveled down to Lawrence North High School on January 23rd and wound up winning that game in overtime 55-50 against the then #1 Lawrence North Wildcats. Just before that, they defeated Northside, and well, nothing but W's. And if you look at their season team stats, this Homestead team can fill it up. They put points on the scoreboard, high of 107, but also 4 other games in the 90s, multiple 80-point games. And obviously, as you talk about their scoring offense, you talk about senior number 20, Luke Goody, and the transfer in number 2, Fletcher Lawyer. They can fill it up. They pass it well as a group. A very high field goal percentage from inside and outside the arc. And so a heck of a challenge for the host Bruins as they get ready for another SAC game. As we look ahead, we remember that 16-0, which means in their last 16 contests, they've been nothing but victorious and beaten some very good teams, including the #1, #3, and #5 ranked teams in the state of Indiana in doing so. And then as we look ahead for the Spartans, next up on January 30th, well, tomorrow, they will host Peru. That's a 7:30 p.m. start. And then they'll travel on February 6th to go play Hamilton Southeast. That is at Hamilton Southeast, a Saturday 1:30 p.m. game. And then 3 more conference games to finish out the season for the boys. For Northrop, they have been on a win streak themselves. After starting off with 5 losses, Coach Chamble's group has rallied the wagons, circled the wagons, and won 4 tight ones. A 6-point victory against Kokomo. They beat Belmont by 1, Fort Wayne Northside by 1, and then last Friday night we were on the call at Wayne High School, and the Bruins pulled out a 3-point victory there. So finding ways to win close games and a 4-game win streak for Coach Chamble's group. Again, Coach Chamble in his 6th season at the helm for the Bruins. And you got to believe he's got his group ready for a big weekend of basketball because the Bruins will travel to Marion High School tomorrow. That a 7:30 p.m. tip at Marion High School. Marion is 6-6 on the season thus far. And then as you talk about the Bruin offense, obviously everything revolves around their lone senior on the roster, number 23. My apologies. Number 10, Kamani Smith, the 6'5 junior, scored 23 points at last Friday in their big victory over Wayne. That was, again, supposed to be a home game for the Bruins. Instead, they had to travel due to building issues, we'll say, school gymnasium issues, really for player and fan safety. There was an aroma in the gym, but that aroma is gone, and it smells great in here. It smells like basketball. But Kamani Smith scored 23 big points in that victory, and you should expect to hear us call his name a lot tonight. Should be a really interesting matchup. We kind of expect him, if the Bruins do come out in man-to-man defense, to be matched up with Luke Goody in this one. These two seniors know each other well. And we're about 30 seconds away from turning it over to Northrop PA Keith Scott as he's going to introduce the fans. Yes, there are fans in attendance. The first night of fans being admitted for Fort Wayne Community Schools. And let's go ahead and turn it over to Keith Scott to meet our starters.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Liz Bryant and Athletic Director Bob Jones, we welcome you again to Mark Schaff Memorial Gymnasium and Dave Bradley Court for the second game of this doubleheader featuring the Spartans from Homestead High School, coached by Chris Johnson, and our Northrop Bruins, coached by Rod Shamble. The Northrop High school athletic department asks players and coaches to display the highest quality of sportsmanship. Remember that sportsmanship is the #1 priority at the high school level. Good luck and have fun. At this time, we'd like to introduce to you the starters for the visiting Spartans. Number 2, Fletcher Lawyer. Number 14, Aiden Colbert. Number 20, Lee Good. Number 22, Andrew Lieber. And number 32, Graham Simmons. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, your Northrop Bruins. Starting guard, number 3, Jaden Schmidt. Starting at wing, number 4, James Mallory. Also starting at the wing position, number 10, Mahoney Smith. And at the wing position, number 15, James Smith. And starting at post, number 25, Dalton Alexander. The next positions are Sean Miller, Wings, and Gerard Miller.
And there are your starters for both teams. A lot of consistent height across the roster for Homestead. They go 6'4", 6'3", 6'5", 6'4", 6'7". And the Bruins trying to match that with Mallory in the starting lineup. And jumping up will be Lieber, who leaps well. And Dalman Alexander, likewise, who can get off the deck quickly. Cheerleaders ready, fans are ready, officials are ready. That was not the greatest jump ball toss I've ever seen that official throw. He is a very good official, but that toss was suspect. And the Spartans will start with possession. Lawyer on the bounce, and he finds a Simmons. That was a 4 high, 5 wide. By design back cut off of the screen. And again, we talked about consistent height. Lawyer able to see over the defense there and found Simmons, who laid that in uncontested. Schmank surrounded, and Simmons give him a bucket and a steal. He'll push it himself. Had it set up the whole way, found the sharpshooter Fletcher Lawyer, and then Goody out hustled Smith for that offensive rebound. Here's Colping, can't get it to go. Goody, another offensive carom, and that's one thing the Bruins are obviously going to have to clean up as they look to be victorious tonight. Homestead good enough. They do not need extra possessions. Give Goody, though, a couple offensive rebounds on that one. Schmank driving again, finds Smith. Drives in, and Leaper came over as the help side defender. He might have gotten the worst of that, but the foul going to be called on Leaper, and so Smith, again, the leading scorer for the Bruins. The lone senior on the roster has really been asked to play a much bigger role, different role defensively this year, and has done so very well. And starts the Bruins on the scoreboard with that free throw. Getting fans in attendance tonight, maybe a little awkward. They don't know whether to yell, scream, be quiet. Normally, you bring the #1 team in the state of Indiana into a gym, you're going to have a huge crowd. Actually did see that they were ranked 16th nationally. I don't know how much stock I put in national rankings, but I'm sure somebody is working hard out there to rank high school basketball teams across the United States. And the Homestead Spartans 16-0, ranked 16 in the nation. Smith took the cookies from a Lawyer and took him the other way for the lay-in. Pressure defense again by the Bruins forces a turnover, back-to-back turnovers, and the Bruins will take possession. That steal again by Jaden Smith, the 6'2 junior, has really been playing well, played some excellent basketball Friday in their victory at Wayne. Very athletic is number 15, who's surrounded by yellow jerseys right now. excellent bounce pass. And then Smith, notice he wasn't just watching his teammate there, alertly cut to the basket. And Smith found Smith for the lay-in. Goody. And again, offensive rebounding, really the name of the game so far for the Homestead offense, as Lawyer gets his first two. Dalman Alexander going to give Kamani Smith the ball screen. Again, with their consistent height, Homestead are really able to switch a lot of things defensively in the basket area on the perimeter. They're going to say that was last touched by the yellow, and so the white will take possession. But again, really able to switch a lot of things defensively is Homestead, and Goody now defending Smith. Lawyer tried to come around for the sneak. Alexander steps into a wide open 16-footer and gives Jaden Schmank the assist. A little full court pressure from the Bruins, and that pressure a little too tight, as they're going to say Schmank illegally touched Lawyer. Inbounding is number 14, Caleb Colpine, a 6'3 senior. Another steal for the Bruins, and Alexander has got 4 points. The press getting to the Spartans. There's a three in the corner from Simmons, and give him all 3 of those. He's got 5. Give Goody the assist. Alexander, boy, scored a couple buckets in a row. I think he realized his limitations, if you will, and so patiently brought that one back out. Smith driving, boy, made an angle for himself, but couldn't get it to go. And then here comes Lawyer. And yes, they're going to say Lawyer traveled as he lost possession there around half court. I think that was before the Goody catch, so I think the travel was at half court. So already 4 turnovers for Homestead, unofficial. That might be 5 actually for Homestead here, and we are still just 3.5 minutes into the game. Smith able to rise up over Colpine. Long though, and Goody the rebound. Colpine will share with Lawyer. Mallory defending Leaper. Goody able to shoot over Schmank. Excellent body control there by Luke Goody. Kind of caught it in traffic, but able to rise up and hit the 8-foot shot under 4 minutes now here in the first quarter. Here's Campos into the game, number 12 in white. He'll bounce it with Kamani, bounce it to Kamani Smith. Smith attacking. Goody, great defense. Blocked it out of bounds without fouling, did number 20 for Homestead. Replacing Mallory in the lineup is number 5, Jerion Rees, a junior for the Bruins. Also substitutions for Homestead. This is number 4, Quinn Harmon, another senior for Homestead, along with number 10, Caden Kapwiki, another senior. One of 5 seniors for Coach Johnson's group. Boy, Jaden Smith, crafty in getting to the 10, just couldn't get that lay in to go. And here's Simmons. That was a pass. I think he was fouled on that pass by Reese. And so that'll be the second team foul against the Bruins. 3:26 remaining and an inbound here for the Spartans. Lawyer will inbound, box set look. They'll share it out to, that's Harmon. Lawyer in that ball screen. Little pick and pop with Goody, well defended by the Bruins. Lawyer, boy, you cannot give him space. You also cannot foul him. One of those cardinal rules in basketball, don't foul the three-point shooter. But Lawyer ended up on the deck, and so he'll step to the line for 3 free throws. And just a smooth stroke for Lawyer. If you haven't seen this kid shoot it, everything he does on the basketball court, he makes it look easy, effortless in his motions, always under control, and got a stroke. Does he? You hate to see that if you're an opposing coach. A really good shooter steps to the free throw line and get 3 free looks at it. A lot of times that can get a shooter going. We'll see if Homestead tries to get him a look on the next possession. Schmank attacking, help side defense came over. Boy, Schmank left his feet. The help side defense was there, and they're going to say it was last touched by the Bruins. Checking in for Northrop, number 0, Keon Bates. He was the quarterback in the fall for the Bruin football program. A sophomore, number 0. Goody shares it with Harmon. One bounce, steps into a 3. And they have a plethora of shooters. Do the Spartans. One reason they have scored 107 this year. They scored 90 on multiple occasions. And they are ranked number 1 in the state of Indiana. Throwaway there, and Keon Bates gets the steal. And before he can initiate the offense, Coach Chamel going to call his first timeout. We'll pause it here as we give you a word from our sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skill.
Welcome back to live play as Smith will clear out the right side, and they're going to run Campos off of a 15-foot curl. Got a great look, and Goody another defensive rebound. He's got a couple of offensive boards, a couple of defensive boards. Also has got an 8-foot floater from that exact same spot. Boy, give credit to his teammates for finding him there. Kind of cut to the opening, and then the 6'7" Illinois commit has got a high shot pocket. Able to rise up, and he's hit a couple now feathery 10-footers. Here he is in transition. Another steal for the Bruins. Campos. Aggressive in the attack. And if you ever got a defender backpedaling, the rule is attack them. And Campos did just that. Found a crease and then laid it in off the window. Goody with it. Simmons. He's hit a couple now. But one thing you cannot do against Homestead is overhelp. You got to stay tight. So many shooters. They spread the floor well. Smith, a quick first step. Grant Hill-esque. And if you don't know who Grant Hill is, young players, look it up. Had a quick first step. Goody, guarded by Smith. Baseline, he was working on that before the game. You don't see a lot of 1-foot fadeaways in high school, but that's something Goody works on. They call it the Dirk. 1-foot baseline fadeaway. I don't think I could hit a fadeaway if you gave me 3 feet to jump off of. Goody was trying to hit that off of 1. Here's Campos again. And a little tap behind by Lawyer. Leads to a steal for the Spartans. Boy, somehow he kept his footing, and that's the second time now Lawyer's been fouled on a three-point field goal attempt. He'll step right back to the free throw line and try to add to this 8-point Homestead lead with 5 seconds remaining. Coach Chamble got to be less than thrilled with his players fouling the three-point shooters of Homestead. Sometimes I think they teach you to do that in the NBA, but obviously in high school, college, that is a big no-no. But I feel like NBA players 2, 3, 4 times a game, you'll see a three-point shooter get fouled. And Lawyer misses that one. 5 of 6 from the line. 3 seconds. Smith is aware. Count it if it goes, just short. And that was a quick 8 minutes. We'll be right back here after a brief word from our sponsors. Homestead with a 10-point lead after 8 minutes to play. Welcome back to live play as we get ready to inbound to start quarter number 2 on the floor for the Bruins. Bates, Schmank, Campos, Alexander, and inbounding Kamani Smith for the Spartans. Lawyer, Goody, number 24, who just checked in, Kyron Kapwiki, Leaper, and number 4, Harmon. Alexander, ball reversal here by the Bruins. Smith, well defended, and Lawyer, another deflection. He'll share it with Harmon in the corner. So many shooters. That one long, and Goody, his 3rd offensive rebound of the game. Another miss, and Schmank. Boy, 3 yellow jerseys in front of him. He did recognize. Excellent read there. You want to push and then read the defense. All 3 yellow jerseys. And so offense here by the Bruins. Campos, boy, almost lost that though, right into the hands of Smith. Really 5 around none here. A cutting, slashing offense allows for some dribble drive action. Bates spinning against Lawyer. Lawyer backpedaled, but they're going to get him for the reach in, and so Bates will step to the line for 2 free throws. First free throws of the game for the sophomore Bates. As Mallory getting ready to check back in for the Bruins. He hits the first, and again, early in that first half, it was really the Northrop defense that came out creating some opportunities. Watch this steal from junior Jade Smith, gonna pick the pocket of Lawyer there, and took it the other way for the lay-in, and then they really initiated the aggressive defense there with the full court press in that first quarter, created 6, maybe 7 Homestead turnovers. And also some scoring opportunities like that. Bates good on both, under 7 minutes here in the second quarter. Lawyer defended by Schmank. Here's a cross screen for Leaper, and they're going to run screen the screener for Lawyer. And everything looks nice when you can shoot it like Fletcher Lawyer. But that was by design. Get to a box set. Lawyer set the cross screen. Then they gave him a down screen, and he came off unmolested. Nice look-ahead pass again. We said he makes it look easy. That pass had to be on the money, and it was to junior Andrew Leeper. 14-point lead, biggest of the game for the Spartans. Smith with it. They clear out the block. Campos going to catch it and flick it. Hand in his face. And Campos, that is what he does. He shoots it well from behind the perimeter. And back of the rim and down on that one. Substitutions, couple, I think, for the Spartans. As Caleb Colpine. We got Colpines, we got a couple Kapuikis. We got a Goody who's wide open, and that's one guy. And Homestead's got a lot of those guys that you just cannot leave unattended when they are lining it up from behind the arc. Campos. 17-footer. Had a good look, couldn't get it to go, and here's Goody. Got all the way there, and then Wisely had to slow down the ball. Wisely went glass on the finish and got it to go. He's got 11 points. Leading scorer in the game. Lawyer's got 10. Grant Simmons has 10 for Homestead. Here's Smith, tough. And couldn't get it to go. That outlet pass stolen by Schmank. Campos from 20 feet. Why shoot it from 17 when you're so good from 20? They also give you an extra point if you make it from 20 feet. Campos has got 3 triples. And he is now the leading scorer for the Bruins. He's got 8 on the game. Goody was posting up on the right block, and they're going to say Smith, Jaden Smith, fouled him. That's going to be his second. Checking back in is Simmons, I believe. Simmons might have got away with an extra step, but lays it in. Boy, these Homestead players, tough to distinguish. I don't know if they got like a haircut policy over there at Homestead, but they look eerily similar out there. Smith driving, and the help side defender, Colpine, give him credit, stood in there and took the charge. You don't blame Kamani Smith for being aggressive, as he is the leading scorer for the Bruins. And then I think they're going to get a technical foul here on Devin Campos. He must have official must have heard him say something. And so Lawyer, who that is now his 7th free throw attempt in the game, steps to the line. And he will be happy to add 2 points to his total. And so after the charge call, Homestead will take possession. 17-point, biggest lead of the game for the Spartans. And Campos knifed through the passing lane, lays it in on the other end. And the help side defense just non-existent. Boy, Lawyer sort of faked the handoff and then found himself wide open. That might be the easiest 2 points he'll get all season long, as he laid that in. And then Smith finds Mallory, who caught that attacking the hoop. So he'll step to the line for 2. That foul called on, looks like Leaper. So that'll be his second. Team third with 3:35 remaining. Leaper, what an excellent basketball last name. Well, you love the name of Goody. Your last name is good as a basketball player, and he has lived up to that last name. But I think Leaper might be a better basketball last name. There's some good ones out there. If they throw an alley-oop to Andrew Leaper and he leaps and dunks it later, I'm going to get excited. 3:35 remaining. Mallory able to convert the second free throw. And then a deflection out of bounds. Full court pressure again for the Bruins. Goody finds Lawyer, and his aggressiveness is going to earn him a trip right back to the free throw line. You know, and that's one thing you cannot do. You know, Mallory dove for that steal, but a lot of coaches describe that as false hustle. You take yourself out of the play 80 feet away from the basket, and so Goody simply put it on the deck, found Lawyer in transition. And that's one thing you can't do. You made him catch it 80 feet away. Now defend him, try to create a turnover that way. Alexander checks back in, as does Bates. Schmank will get a breather. So on the floor for the Bruins, Bates, Campos, Jaden Smith, Alexander, and Reese. Lawyer is now 9 of 10 from the free throw line. And there's still 3.5 minutes left in the first half. I don't know what the all-time free throw and a half record is at Northrop in the SAC. Be interesting to look up. I don't know how you would look it up. Google's not going to have that information. I know Alexa certainly doesn't know. But he's got 10 free throws, and there's a lot of time left. Goody, they're going to say he had a Nike on the arc. So give him 2 points for that. Again, that 5-out cutting offense. Alexander saved it. And now he'll up fake, and they're going to say he traveled before he put it on the deck. Kamani Smith returns to the lineup. Reese will get a breather. I think Goody might have got hit in the eye there inadvertently. Shaking it off, he appears to be okay. Ball screen, flare, screen, and dive. Well executed there by the Spartans. And again, they got a lot of basketball players with high IQ. You can execute stuff like that. Kept it wide open. And with the way they shoot it, that is difficult to guard. Here's Goody spinning, shares it, extra pass. Simmons, he's hit a couple already. Can't hit that, and Campos with it. He'll shoot it in transition. Gets his own rebound, can't get that 5-footer to go, but stay here with the Bruins, says the baseline official. Bates will inbound and come get it to initiate the offense. Down screen for Kamani Smith. Goody, boy, great defense. Stayed vertical and moved his feet. Made that shot tough for Smith. And at 6'7", despite Smith's 6'5" frame, that was a difficult 8-footer. And on the deflection, they're going to say turnover, Homestead basketball. Checking in, this will be his first minutes of the game, is number 33 for the Bruins. That's Jalen Williams, a 6'2" sophomore. And Simmons will give it to Goody. To initiate, hesitation, drives baseline, Smith deflected it, and they're going to say at last touch, Goody. Maybe his shoulder, maybe his left clavicle. But a turnover for the Spartans, 1:30 remaining. And again, you see the Spartans switching those ball screens defensively. Height across the roster for Homestead, at least the players we've seen in the game thus far. Excellent defense there as Alexander fell. Lawyer, patience, tough shot, and we said he makes things look so easy. Was never out of control there, put it on the deck, saw the help side come over, hit the floater. Boy, Homestead was going to be good anyways coming into this season, and then you get the Clarkston, Michigan transfer, who is likely to be an Indiana All-Star next year. The way that junior plays. Goody attacked the rim there, defended by Smith, and so Goody will step to the line for 2 free throws. Again, we mentioned for the Spartans what they have coming up for the rest of their season. Again, already 16 games in on this one, and all of them wins. But including this one, 6 games remaining on the schedule. They'll be at home against Peru tomorrow, and then Hamilton Southeastern, finishing with 3 SAC games. So Wayne, Concordia, and then Carroll. The games remaining for the Spartans. Goody was able to hit both of those, 50 points and 30 seconds remaining. You got to think the Bruins are going to be patient here as they're sort of in this stall. Every team's got one of these, right? Stall reversal offense to dribble it down and get the last shot of the quarter, in this case the half. Homestead going to switch to a little 1-3-1 zone in the middle of this possession. Smith shares it with Jaden Smith. Hesitation. Excellent change of pace there, and that'll be your final bucket of the half. And the #1 team in the state of Indiana takes a 24-point lead into the halftime break. And we will pause it here, be back with some first half highlights. There were a bunch of them after a brief word from our sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City. home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Fans, welcome back to halftime here at Northrop High School. As you stare at the halftime score, Homestead 50 and Northrop 26. Remember this Homestead team. Remember, I'm sure you're well aware, number 1 in the state of Indiana, and offensively they are just a juggernaut. They can shoot it, and I mean a lot of shooters on the roster for Coach Johnson. They can shoot it from behind, and then defensively really stiffened up in that second quarter and created some easy scoring opportunities. And that's the thing about Homestead. They can really play at any pace. They can score it and fill it up with the best of teams, and then also win close ones, as they did last Saturday when they traveled down and defeated the number 1 team in overtime, the Lawrence North Wildcats. And let's go to some highlights of that offense. We mentioned Fletcher Lawyer makes things look so easy. Watch him here in transition. Just a crossover from the top of the key, 1 dribble, and you don't notice it because of the height of the Spartans, but he is 6'4", and so got to the rim in 1 dribble, put it over. Great awareness Fletcher Lawyer has offensively, especially able to float that one over the help side defender. And then watch the execution here. This is going to be a ball screen, flare screen, and by design, that's so nice, we're going to show it twice. By design, Lawyer goes high off of this ball screen from Goody. It's a sloppy ball screen by design, trying to draw attention to the shooter, Goody, and then Lawyer really gets a chance to read it. Are you going to throw it to Goody for a three-point look or slip it to Simmons, as they do there? Spread the court wide, and they can do that because of the team shooting that this Homestead team has. They are going to be a tough out for anyone. And then again, we also mentioned Campos a lot in the first half. He's been aggressive offensively. He's going to catch it with a hand in his face and tickle the nylon. He actually is the leading scorer in the game for the Bruins. Did pick up he's got eight points. Did pick up a technical foul there late in the first half, which gave Fletcher Lawyer 2 more free throws. Lawyer is the leading scorer for the Spartans. He's got 18. 9 of those coming from the free throw line. He was fouled twice on 3-point attempts, was Lawyer. Luke Goody has 15, and Grant Simmons has hit a couple triples from behind the arc, and he's got 14 in the game. Let's go back to some highlights. This one was from earlier watching the Bruins, and again, they're offensively, they really are reversing the ball well. They move it right to left, excellent, and that time they cleared out the block, no help side, and Kamani Smith with a quick first step got to the rim. And then just prior to that, watch this one. This was a defensive theft that turns into offensive productivity for the junior Jaden Smith. But the Bruins got their hands full, that is for certain, as do most teams that see Homestead on the schedule. We also mentioned both these teams are going to lace it up tomorrow as the Bruins travel down to Marion High School to play the 6-6 Marion Giants. I believe the Giants are in action tonight. And actually, yes, I just got word from Northrop football coach Ben Martone, who also teaches locally here at the elementary, that the Giants do play tomorrow, or are playing tonight. And the Bruins will travel down there. Homestead, meanwhile, will host Peru. A 7:30 p.m. start over there at Homestead High School. Shout out to Homestead special education teacher, math teacher Becky Schaefer, an avid IU fan and used to be a Northrop basketball super fan. She is in our streaming audience tonight. And as always, a special shout out to our international audience. We know that we have a lot of Swiss viewers tonight. Switzerland citizens are huge fans of SAC basketball and Summit City Sports, and we know that they're streaming with us tonight. So big shout out to Switzerland. Go Alps. Let's get ready for third quarter action as starters on the floor, I believe, for both teams. Lawyer with it along with number 14, Colpeen, Luke Goody, Grant Simmons, and Andrew Leeper, who now has the ball in his hands. And a little zone defense, looks like a 3-2 zone for the Bruins. Trying to change things up, and Lawyer lost his balance there, and credit the Bruin defense. For the Bruins, Mallory, Kamani Smith, Jaden Smith, who's got the ball in his hands. Campos gets the starting nod in the second half, and Jaden Schmenk. Mallory with it. He'll hand it off to Schmenk. Little weave out wide. Campos pulls up. Tough. Nobody boxed him out, though, and Smith patiently attacked on the offensive rebound, and he'll step to the line for 2. Might have got a finger in the eye. Referee's giving him some time to regain his vision. If you're wondering, folks, my vision started to go bad in 3rd grade, and that's when I got my first pair of glasses. They were huge. At the time, I didn't realize how big my glasses were, but they were big. They worked. I could see a lot better. I'll stop talking about my glasses. Misses the first, does Smith. as we resume play here in quarter number 3. Misses the second, and Colpine, 6'3" senior, gathers the rebound. Goody in transition, Simmons with it. The Bruin defense scrambling, and a little confusion. I was going to say some of the players there looked like they were in man-to-man. A couple looked like they were playing zone. Homestead wisely took advantage and threw the lob pass. And out of control there, I think, was Schmank. Credit Lawyer for getting back defensively. Lawyer, a Purdue commit, will be a Boilermaker after his senior year next year. And Goody, an Illinois commit. Not too many teams can say they have 2 Big Ten players on their roster in the state of Indiana, but Homestead does. Lawyer loses that one, and here comes Kamani Smith. Drives, sees the help side, and again, the help side defense has been excellent tonight for the Spartans, holding Northrop to just 26 points thus far. Credit Smith, though, there for being aggressive. Drew the foul on, I believe, Leeper, who came over as the help defender that time. And again, the first night for fans here for Fort Wayne Community Schools, and so 2 fans per player, cheerleader, participant tonight here in Mark Scheff Gymnasium. Just in time for the IHSAA High School Girls Basketball Tournament. Although no, FWCS school is hosting a sectional. But things opening up. Fans going to be allowed up at DeKalb, Columbia City. Garrett also hosting a sectional for our area teams. Bates spinning, sharing, and I think they say before he shoveled past that to Mallory, Bates took an extra step in there. You know, his shoes easy to watch for the referees. They got little lime green Nikes. Is that mint green? Two-three zone by the Bruins, and I was about to say going to force another turnover, and it does. Boy, a couple times tonight, Leeper's just kind of been in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's already his 4th foul, and so minutes kind of hard to come by for that junior tonight's contest. And yeah, Coach Johnson going to get him a sub here. Checking in for him is Caden Kapwicki. Bates defended by Lawyer. Man-to-man defense here for the Spartans. Smith attacking. Kamani Smith offers a right wing 3. That was halfway down, but you do not get a point and a half for threes that only go halfway down. It is illegal in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. And a foul there as Lawyer drove it baseline. 5:40 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Up fake, Lawyer. Boy, that is poetic. Up fake, 1 dribble. Gain space, rise up, straight down. Could show that in a basketball clinic. See why Coach Painter at Purdue wanted Fletcher Lawyer to come play for him. Campos, again, we mentioned he's been aggressive. Give him 13 points. Leading scorer for the Bruins. And he's hit 3 triples now, has Campos. Here's Simmons, who's also got some triples in his pocket. That one long. And an offensive rebound here for the Spartans. Lawyer draws another foul. Good sportsmanship there as Campos and Smith helped him up. The 3rd team foul, both teams with 3 team fouls as Dalman Alexander checks back in for the Bruins. And Kamani Smith just leapfrogged Caleb Colpine. Colpine okay. Smith, not a lot of people get fouled with the bottom of a defender, but that time Kamani Smith's posterior fouled Caleb Colpine. When's the last time you streamers played leapfrog? And Smith again drawing a whistle, has stayed aggressive. And they're going to call that foul on Goody, his first. And so Kamani Smith will step right back to the free throw line for 2. I don't know when the last time I played leapfrog is. Do people still play leapfrog? I know people still do the hopscotch. We're going to get our Summit City Sports research group on the leapfrog questionnaire, and we'll keep talking about basketball. As Smith lines up free throw number 2, rims it out, and Luke Goody another. He's got to be approaching double-double category. Up fake, quick passing by the Spartans. And Goody going to offer a left wing 3, short, and it'll carry him out of bounds. But got to be approaching double status is Luke Goody on tonight's game. He's got 15 points. The Lawyer leads the Spartans with 22. Grant Simmons, the senior, another senior, has 16 for the Spartans. Couple of cutters knifing through for Northrop, nothing doing, and Smith will bounce it out to the right wing. Bates with it. Alexander will give him a ball screen on the far side. Smith driving. Quick step back. That was impressive with a hand in his face. And before we head to a break, we're going to show you that one. It was so nice. Patience by the Bruins. And then watch this. Smith going to be defended tightly by Goody. A little between the legs, 17-footer. Nothing but nylon. And a quick timeout by the Bruins. We'll be all right back here with SummitCitySports.com. And a little full court man pressure here by Northrop after the timeout. In the game is Harmon. This is Colpine with it. Couple of Colpines. Actually, that was Caden Kapwicki. My apologies. Kapwicki up fake in the corner. Shares it with Goody. Speaking of a tough shot with a hand in your face. Goody able to rise up and hit that 16-footer. Check that. That was 16.5 feet. 3:18 remaining. Smith up fake, 15. That would have been a third hand in the face, mid-range pull-up. And I would have been very excited about it. Lawyer read the defense there, avoided the defender. Missed it, and Campos, quick trigger. Splash, go the Devin Campos Peaches. He's got 4 threes on the game. And it is a quick release from Campos tonight. Oh, Coach Shamble did not like the whistle. I think it came from the bottom official. But Campos is feeling well tonight. Goody, another mid-range, and that we talked about Lawyer make. He's going to look clinic-esque. That one dribble shot fake pull up by Goody. That could also be in a YouTube video about how to shoot the shot fake pull-up. That could be in a encyclopedia about how to block shots. Mahoney Smith flying in from the weak side. Mahoney Smith, after that, he'd be a heck of a volleyball player. He spiked that in to the earth. Goody, another 6-foot pull-up. He's now got 21 on the game, does the senior. A couple of games ago, he hit 10 threes. 10, that's double-digit threes against Northside. Scored 41 points in doing so. And Smith, boy, went down awkwardly there. Homestead players helping him up. Nice display of sportsmanship again. Kind of an awkward fall. And I don't know what the call was there. My apologies. It must have been a travel, no foul. Simmons to Lawyer. Lawyer kicked that to Kapwiki. Goody, boy, just operating on the right side. Surgical with his offensive attack here in the third quarter. Call him Dr. Goody. Dr. Field Goody. Doing some positive things over there on the right side of the floor. And a travel before Campos. And he got to the open space there, but before he could, the far side official said he shuffled the puppies. And so Homestead, the biggest lead of the game, 1:09 remaining here in the third quarter. Lawyer found himself wide open, and Alexander gathers the rebound. Here's Jaden Smith. Quick crossover, gets to the rim. Boy, his change of pace and direction is impressive. And Lawyer going to be, I think, inadvertently tripped up there by Bates. Second foul on Bates, sixth team foul with 42.5 seconds remaining here. 16 foul on the Bruins, 4 on Homestead. Goody. Simmons, the impressive tip in on the Goody miss. That's when you know you're a good shooter, when your misses come off soft like that. Smith hesitating, got to the rim, sort of lost the handle, I think, at the last moment there, and then a heck of a pass by Fletcher Lawyer to Grant Simmons in transition. 5 seconds. Smith is aware. Hesitation. Little scoop. And Alexander. What a tip in before the buzzer by Dahlman Alexander. And let's go to that full court pass from Lawyer. Watch it here on the rebound. And actually, I don't know if I captured that one. Actually, yeah, we did here. Watch it here on the rebound. Smith's going to miss on the drive. Lawyer gathers the rebound, 2 bounces, and then 46 feet later, Grant Simmons gathers the bounce and lays it in. So a big offensive quarter for the Spartans. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school.
Welcome back to Live Play as the fourth quarter just underway here in Mark Jeff Gymnasium. Northrop and Homestead battling out for 8 more minutes here on Dave O'Reilly Court. Keon Bates comes off a James Mallory screen. Also on the floor, Dalman Alexander, who's got the ball in his hands, Jaden Smith, and Devin Campos. Bates lifts a left wing 3 short. And Coach Rod Chamble with the defensive rebound. He is not allowed to rebound the basketball. And so Homestead will take possession. Goody, Lawyer, Leaper, Simmons, and number 14, Caleb Colpe on the floor for Homestead. Goody takes it left. One dribble, sort of pause. You see players do that. Pause in the lane there to draw the foul, and he did. That foul going to be on Mallory, his second. Goody with 23, Lawyer with 22, Grant Simmons with 20. I don't know if they have like a Snickers bar bet on who's going to score more points tonight, but it is close. You know, and if you were going to bet candy bars, I think Snickers is the way to go. Yeah, the Twix, arguably, you get 2, they're delicious. I don't think the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is even in consideration. After a game, you're going to want something a little more filling. And, you know, Snickers, as they say, you're not yourself when you're hungry. Smith loses it on the attack. But the Bruins do keep possession. Campos has got it. He's also got 16 points on the night. Finds a crease for an 8-footer. Can't get it to go. And Goody, another rebound. Finds a streaking Leaper. And Leaper is fouled. Count the bucket. And he'll step to the line for a freebie. Smith got all the way to the rim, had an angle at it, couldn't get it to go. And then Leaper gathers the miss from Reese. Goody, he scored a lot of points over there. And shocked at the whistle. They're going to say he traveled on the pivot. I didn't think it looked bad, but the officials are paid to make calls. I am not. Smith hesitates. Campos in the air, found Jaden Smith, who got to the rim. Boy, so athletic. Able to make tough finishes. The type of finishes you just don't practice. He got in there amongst the traffic and able to put the right amount of finesse on that lay-in. He sneaks again on the baseline. I thought he was somehow going to contort himself to offer a shot on that one. Mallory tried to snap a pass. Smith saved it. Ran behind the bench, behind the scoreboard. Heck of an athletic play to save the possession by Jaden Smith. Timeout, Bruins. We'll be right back here after another word from our sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, you know, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Basketball is such a reactionary sport, and we talk all the time about your first 3 steps are the most important: powering out, exploding, the things that they're teaching our kids with changing direction quicker, getting a stronger core. Those things have been very valuable for our athletes. Everything that Parkview Sports Medicine has done has been very applicable to what we do on the court.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action. 5:02 remaining on the clock. After the Northrop timeout, Mallory throws it away. Lawyer, the steal and lay-in on the opposite end. He's now searching the Snickers bar. He's got 24 points. Goody, though, still on the floor with 25. And then Grant Simmons better pick up his scoring if he wants to win the candy bar. This is a fictional candy bar bet that I have imagined is going on between these 3 scores for Homestead. But Simmons going to have to pick up his scoring if he's going to want, and I believe it is king size, the candy bar. 4:38 remaining after that Lawyer lay-in. And Reese going to bring it out to Campos as the Bruin offense resets. Really 5 around none, slicing, cutting offense, allows for dribble drive. Mallory attacks and count the bucket. That was a tough angle. He was sort of facing us. We were right in his line. Somehow got it to go in at the 4:12 mark, plus the harm. Short on the free throw, and Goody another rebound. 2-3 zone, looks like a 2-3 zone for the Bruins. Leaper flashes to the high post, and they're going to say a loose ball push on Simmons. Actually, Goody, I apologize. And so the Bruins will take possession. And that's the 7th team foul on Homestead. And so loose ball foul, not an offensive foul. I think the officials consulting about this very concept. And yeah, they're going to say loose ball foul. So Dalman Alexander will be your shooter. Shooting the 1 and the bonus, and then a little bit of a line change. For the Spartans, as 5 new players check in. Kyron Kapwiki, Grady Swing, Lucas Markham, Caden Kapwiki, and Quinn Harmon on the floor for the Spartans. Long on the free throw was Alexander. And Harmon on the bounce. 2-3 zone again for the Bruins. Flashing in there, 17-footer, nothing doing, and rebounded by Jaden Smith. He's staring at 2 yellow jerseys. And Campos again, I think, going to be called for steps. 3:31 remaining. I mentioned the Bruins heading down to play Marion High School tonight. Jalen, I believe, Blackman just became, or actually tonight, tomorrow night, might and will likely become the all-time Marion High School leading scorer. I believe right now his dad, his father, head coach James Blackman, is the all-time Marion leading scorer, and that is a record of note, knowing all the talent that has come out of Marion High School. Nice post move there. But all of the NBA players' talent that has played at Marion High School over the decades, and the fact that he's going to be passing his father could be a neat moment again tonight or tomorrow night for, I believe it's Jalen Blackman, the senior at Marion. Remember, his older brother, James Blackman Jr., split his high school playing career at Bishop Luers and Marion. Ended up scoring, I believe, over 2,200 points in his high school career. Not all of them, though, at one school. And so I believe the mark is something around 1,870 some odd points that might get eclipsed tonight or tomorrow night. Campos shooting the free throws for the Bruins. Keon Bates checks back in, as does Jaden Schmank for Northrop. And give Campos 19 points. Full court pressure by the Bruins as they fall back again into that 2-3 zone. Looks like man defense now. Three-point attempt. What a bounce for Harmon. Hit the front of the rim. Went up in the air about 4.5 feet. Thought about going in and then went ahead and dropped. Schmank drives it baseline, shares it with Mallory, who again makes a tough three-footer. 1:40 remaining. And Campos guarding Kyron Kapwicki too tightly. Kyron Kapwicki, the sophomore of the Kapwikis. His brother Caden just checked out and will be replaced by number 30, Max Schultz. Also checking in is number 12, Afinye Iziakudo, junior guard for the Spartans. Mallory the rebound. Mallory the rebound, and he just earned himself a trip to the free throw line. Fouled, I believe they're going to get that foul on Lucas Markham, the 6'5" junior. 1:23 remaining. We mentioned Homestead will be in action tomorrow night as they host Peru. And next week, throughout the state of Indiana, girls high school basketball state tournament tips off. No sectionals being held in the city, within the city limits of Fort Wayne, but obviously all of our teams that we cover on a week basis will be in action in areas around the city as sectional play kicks off for the girls on Tuesday. Semifinals on Friday the 5th, and then championship Saturday will be February 6th this year for the girls state tournament.
Line for the girls shooting 2 is Devin Campbell.
Campos, aggressive again all night. We've said he's got 19 points. Got a chance here to make it 20, and actually that score is now correct. Now that score is correct, 79-52. And his highest, gotta be his highest scoring output of the season, 21 tonight for the junior Devin Campos. Full court man pressure by the Bruins. Here's Iziakudo. Might have gotten away with a push off against Bates and knocks in the 3-footer. 42 seconds. That three short and rebounded by Iziakudo. That was Schlitz, the 6-foot junior guard, knocking that in. Mallory spinning. He's hit a couple tough shots tonight. Schlitz going to rebound that miss. And that'll be an offering. 5 seconds now. Chase down, and it'll be Northrop basketball with just under 5 seconds remaining. And this is likely to be your final score, and so the Spartans improve to a state best 17-0 with this victory tonight. 5 games remaining for the Spartans as they continue to grow in their success and continue. They'll hold on to that #1 state ranking. We mentioned 16th nationally. But the Spartans victorious, led by really a trio of scorers. But here at Summit City Sports, you know this, we have to pick one to be our Summit City Sports player of the game. And due to the rebounding, we don't have the official statistics of the rebounding, but he did it on both ends, early, late, really throughout the contest, did Luke Goody, but scored 25 points tonight, the winner of the fictional king-size Snickers bar and our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. So congratulations to Luke Goody for that honor. Double-double for the Illinois commit senior as he continues to lead his #1 ranked Spartans this season. Fans, we'll pause it here. One more break, one more word from our sponsors, and be right back to wrap things up here at SummitCitySports.com. Fans, again, welcome back to Northrop High School. You're staring at your final score. Homestead improves to 17-0 on the season with the win. The Bruins' 4-game win streak comes to an end, and no better medicine after a loss than a game. And both of these teams will have that tomorrow. Northrop will head down to Marion High School. Homestead will host Peru. And just as always, want to give a shout-out to our #1 sponsor that allows us to do these games that we bring to you. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. So for our videographer extraordinaire, KG, I'm Andrew Wiss. We've been thrilled to bring you this SAC doubleheader tonight from Northrop High School, and excited to bring you sectional action next week for the girls' state tournament. Stream with us again on SummitCitySports.com.